In the chaos of a collapsing building, amid dust and debris, a faint sound echoes a whimper, barely audible. But one extraordinary creature detects it instantly, not with eyes, not with ears, but with a nose. A nose that holds secrets far beyond our imagination. A nose that has saved countless lives, without us even realizing. Today, we uncover the untold power of a dog's nose, the science behind it, and the heroes whose lives have been changed forever because of it. Dogs have been called man's best friend, but they are so much more. Their sense of smell is astonishing, up to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours. A dog's nose contains around 300 million olfactory receptors. For comparison, humans have only about 5 million. That's like a supercomputer hidden inside a living being, designed to detect scents we can barely imagine. And yet, this incredible power is often hidden behind floppy ears, wagging tails, and soulful eyes until disaster strikes, and suddenly, their nose is all that stands between life and death. In 2019, in a small town in California, a young girl went missing in the forest. Search parties scoured the area for hours, combing every trail, but it was Max, a German Shepherd, who found her alert, unharmed, and safe. How? His nose. Max didn't just follow a scent. He mapped the air, detected the subtle changes in the environment, and locked onto a combination of human scent particles unique to the missing girl. Dogs like Max are trained for these life-saving missions. But even untrained dogs often display this instinct naturally, proving that their noses aren't just tools, they're extensions of their intelligence and empathy. Dogs can also smell our emotions. Fear, anxiety, joy, these invisible chemical signals are detectable to them, sometimes from dozens of meters away. This connection between smell and emotion is not just fascinating, it's life-saving. Dogs can detect medical emergencies, including seizures and drops in blood sugar, long before humans notice a problem. Some of the most astonishing examples involve diseases humans cannot smell, yet dogs detect them with uncanny precision: cancer, malaria, COVID-19. Imagine a life saved not by machines, but by a dog's nose, a creature whose loyalty and courage are matched only by their sense of smell. But the story doesn't end there. From disaster zones to hospitals, and even in our homes, dogs' noses are performing miracles we are only beginning to understand. Next, we uncover the untold stories of canine heroes, and the science behind how their noses are shaping the future of medicine and safety. When earthquakes shake cities to their core, when hurricanes swallow homes, when avalanches bury entire villages, human rescuers are not alone. At their side, digging through rubble, sniffing through chaos, are dogs, their noses guiding the way. In 2010, after the devastating earthquake in Haiti, search and rescue teams relied on over 300 trained dogs. These dogs could detect humans trapped beneath tons of concrete, wood, and dirt, sometimes under rubble for days. Their noses worked faster than machines, faster than our eyes, faster than hope itself. Every time a dog finds a survivor, it's more than a rescue, it's a miracle guided by evolution, loyalty, and an extraordinary sense of smell. Dogs aren't just heroes in disaster zones. In hospitals, clinics, and even in homes, their noses are saving lives every single day. Diabetic alert dogs can sense minute changes in blood sugar levels through scent, often hours before symptoms appear. Epilepsy alert dogs detect the subtle pheromones preceding a seizure. Even cancer detection dogs are now being trained to sniff samples, identifying tumors sometimes before medical scans. The magic isn't just in the chemical detection. Dogs sense emotion, pain, and fear. Their noses are windows into our inner worlds, and they respond with empathy, often before we even realize we need help. Every sniff your dog takes is a deep dive into a universe invisible to humans. There are scents of past meals, footsteps, pheromones, and even emotional imprints left behind. Dogs can detect events that happened hours, sometimes days, before they arrive. Some dogs can even detect illnesses developing in humans, anticipate natural disasters, and differentiate between hundreds of human scents in crowded environments. It's a superpower, hidden in plain sight. But there is an even deeper layer to the canine sense of smell, a layer scientists are just beginning to unlock. From tracking endangered species to detecting criminal activity, dogs are quietly shaping our world in ways you'll never imagine. In dense forests, vast savannas, and remote wildlife reserves, dogs are helping protect creatures humans often cannot see. Their noses guide rangers, sniffing out poachers, endangered species, and hidden threats before disaster strikes. In Kenya, anti-poaching teams use specially trained dogs to detect illegal traps and the scent of poachers, often miles away. One dog, Nia, saved a herd of elephants from hunters by alerting rangers just in time. Her nose had mapped a trail invisible to humans, guiding her human companions to the danger. Dogs are also our partners in justice. From sniffing out narcotics to uncovering hidden evidence, the canine nose is a detective beyond compare. Every alert, every discovery, is not just science, it's instinct, loyalty, and a bond forged over years of trust between human and dog. But you don't need to be in a disaster zone or a crime scene to witness the power of a dog's nose. In homes around the world, dogs are quietly keeping their families safe. From rescuing strangers in distant lands to protecting their own loved ones at home, dogs are the unsung heroes of our world. And yet, the full potential of their noses remains a frontier still being explored. Recent studies suggest dogs may even predict human behavior, sense emotional shifts, and detect diseases before symptoms appear. Their noses are not just tools, they are portals into the unseen, the unheard, and the unknown. And yet, despite decades of research, we've only scratched the surface. What if I told you that dogs might be capable of detecting life-threatening illnesses, locating missing people in situations no technology can, and even sensing the emotional state of entire households before a single human realizes the danger? While some dogs patrol forests or city streets, others patrol the human body, sniffing out what doctors sometimes cannot. From cancer cells to impending diabetic episodes, the dog's nose is a life-saving instrument of nature itself. But detection goes beyond physical ailments. Dogs have become our silent partners in mental wellness, sensing anxiety, depression, and panic before humans even recognize it themselves. Now, imagine a world where time is everything. A hiker lost in the wilderness, a child trapped in rubble after an earthquake. Dogs' noses can find life when every second counts. Despite decades of research, scientists are still uncovering the full potential of the canine olfactory system. Could a dog's nose one day detect diseases even before modern technology? Could it anticipate natural disasters, detect chemical threats, or even sense changes in our environment invisible to human perception? In the coming years, dogs may not only save individual lives, they might safeguard entire communities, alerting us to dangers before we even see them. But as we marvel at their extraordinary abilities, one question remains: are we truly doing enough to understand, respect, and protect the very animals that save us every single day? Not all heroes wear capes. Some have 4 legs, wagging tails, and noses that never fail. From ordinary homes to bustling city streets, dogs are quietly saving lives in ways we rarely see. In every sniff, there's awareness. In every nudge, a silent plea for help. Every day, dogs are guardians we often take for granted. But dogs' noses are not limited to saving human lives. They are the first line of defense against dangers we cannot smell, see, or predict. Rex, a Belgian Malinois trained for narcotics and explosives detection, alerted handlers to a suspicious package at a crowded festival. Authorities intercepted. Truly, it was a battery-charged explosive. This prevented a potential disaster. Dogs' olfactory epithelium is 40 times larger than humans, giving them the ability to detect particles at parts per trillion. Their brains interpret these scents with remarkable speed and accuracy, often making split-second decisions that save lives. A nose, a brain, and a heart working in unison. Every alert, every signal, a silent act of heroism. Dogs' noses aren't limited to urban or medical environments. In the wild, these instincts guide survival, both their own and that of others. Luna, a Siberian husky trained for wilderness search and rescue. Luna detected subtle human scent under drifting snow, guiding rescuers to the exact location. The hiker was found exhausted but alive. Dogs combine olfactory cues with memory and spatial awareness to track scents over long distances and complex terrains. Their brains integrate scent data with visual and environmental information, allowing unparalleled navigation capabilities for every lost soul found. A dog's determination and nose are the invisible threads guiding them home. Some dogs are trained to anticipate medical crises before they occur, giving humans the chance to act in time and avoid catastrophe. Max, a Labrador trained to detect impending hypoglycemia. A child began showing subtle signs of low blood sugar. Max alerted the parent, who administered glucose in time. This is how the child was saved from major crisis. Dogs detect metabolic changes by sensing chemical shifts in sweat and breath. These signals are processed in the amygdala and olfactory bulb, triggering precise behavioral responses. Every alert, every action, a small miracle. Dogs are our silent guardians, are unacknowledged heroes. The dog's nose is not just a biological marvel, it's a symbol of loyalty, empathy, and the extraordinary bond between humans and animals. They remind us that life is often saved not by technology, but by compassion, instinct, and unwavering devotion of a friend who never leaves your side. And yet, for all we know about the dog's nose, there remain secrets. It holds abilities still undiscovered, instincts still unexplained, and miracles waiting just around the corner. Could the next sniff be the one that changes everything? While we've long relied on dogs to detect danger, new research suggests their noses could revolutionize modern medicine. Imagine a world where a sniff could diagnose disease before symptoms appear. Bella, a specially trained German Shepherd in a clinical trial, Bella detected early-stage cancer in patient samples, alerting researchers to a suspicious sample. Dogs' olfactory epithelium contains over 300 million receptors. Certain cancers emit volatile organic compounds detectable in urine, breath, or sweat. Dogs can detect these compounds at concentrations as low as parts per trillion, far surpassing current diagnostic technology. This early alert saved the patient, who smiled tearfully at Bella, thanking her silently. A nose, instinct, and a heart working together can detect life-threatening diseases before a machine can. Dogs are not just medical marvels, they are indispensable in rescue missions, navigating environments too dangerous for humans. Their noses are guides through chaos. Dogs, through their olfactory ability, can sense earth movements such as earthquake rubble, hurricane floodwaters, and wildfire smoke-filled terrain. Titan, a Belgian Malinois working with urban search and rescue. Building collapsed after an earthquake. Titan sniffs through dust, alerting rescuers to trapped survivors. This is how a trapped child was found and pulled from the rubble, saved by the dog's acute olfactory guidance. Dogs integrate scent with spatial memory, terrain mapping, and sound cues. Their olfactory-driven decisions are often faster and more precise than human-directed search technology. Every sniff is a lifeline, every alert, a heartbeat saved. Even with all we know, dogs continue to surprise us. New discoveries suggest their noses can sense emotions, changes in weather, and even detect certain human thoughts through pheromones. Luna, a Labrador capable of detecting anxiety attacks before symptoms appear. Owner was about to experience a panic episode. Luna nudges, licks, and leads them to a safe spot. The outcome was the owner calming down. This averted a dangerous situation. Dogs can detect chemical changes in cortisol levels through scent. Their ability to read pheromonal signals allows them to anticipate emotional or physiological changes in humans. They don't just sniff, they empathize. They don't just alert, they protect. They feel, anticipate, and act before we even know we need them. With great power comes great responsibility. As we harness the abilities of dogs for medicine, rescue, and security, we must ensure their welfare, training, and emotional well-being are never compromised. It is important to note that overworking dogs can lead to stress, fatigue, and decreased accuracy in scent detection. Enriched environments, proper rest, and positive reinforcement is encouraged to enhance performance and welfare. Their gift is extraordinary, but their hearts are fragile. We must honor both. The dog's nose is more than a biological marvel, it is a key to the future of human-animal collaboration. From life-saving medicine to disaster response, the potential is limitless. For every sniff, every alert, and every silent act of courage, dogs continue to teach us that loyalty, instinct, and love are more powerful than we could ever imagine. And yet, for all the lives saved, mysteries remain. Could dogs' noses hold secrets we are only beginning to understand? Could the next sniff reveal something humanity has never seen before? While the world sleeps, dogs are at work sniffing out danger, detecting illness, and finding lives hidden in peril. These heroes rarely seek praise, but their actions echo in every heartbeat they save. Max, a bloodhound trained for avalanche rescue, was brought to a scene where mountain village has been buried under snow. Max's nose led rescuers to trapped hikers. Max kept scratching and sniffing a particular spot of the snow-covered area, alerting rescuers to a hiker's location just in time, before he was frozen to death. The rescued hiker, trembling in cold, hugged Max, tears freezing on his cheeks. A nose that never rests. A heart that never quits. Max didn't just find them, he brought hope when it seemed impossible. Dogs don't just smell, they remember. Their noses are intricately linked to memory and emotion, allowing them to anticipate danger and sense our needs before we even speak. Dogs' olfactory bulbs are directly connected to their limbic system, responsible for emotion and memory. This connection allows dogs to recognize individuals, recall experiences, and respond empathetically to emotional states. Daisy, a therapy dog trained to support trauma survivors. Daisy approaches a patient showing signs of anxiety, lying quietly beside them, nudging a hand to offer comfort. In minutes, the patient relaxes with tension visibly easing. Every sniff is a story remembered. Every nuzzle, a message of empathy and understanding beyond words. From natural disasters to medical emergencies, dogs have an uncanny ability to detect danger before humans do. How do they sense what we cannot see, hear, or predict? Dogs can detect subtle chemical changes in the environment, such as ozone fluctuations before storms or pheromonal changes in humans during stress. Their extraordinary sensory perception acts as a biological early warning system. Rocky, a border collie who senses his owner's hypoglycemic episode before symptoms appear. Rocky nudges, barks, and leads the owner to the glucose kit, preventing a medical crisis. Rocky didn't just sense danger, he brought a life back from the edge. For every heroic act, there's a story of connection, trust, and understanding. Dogs don't just assist, they partner with us, reading signals invisible to our senses. Bruno, a Labrador guide dog assisting a visually impaired veteran. Bruno navigates a bustling city safely, alerting to obstacles, ensuring confidence and independence. Hunter experiences freedom and trust through the dog's guidance. Dog's ability to interpret human gestures, tone, and movement stems from domestication and selective breeding for social cognition. This unique bond enhances human well-being, reduces stress, and fosters safety in every sniff, every step, every silent warning. Dogs remind us that partnership and empathy are not just learned, they are innate. Even after centuries of partnership, dogs' olfactory abilities continue to surprise us. Scientists are discovering new dimensions of scent perception, memory, and cognition every day. Could the next breakthrough in medicine, rescue, or emotional support come from a dog's nose? Every sniff carries a secret. Every alert carries a message. The untold power of a dog's nose is only beginning to reveal itself. But the greatest mysteries lie ahead. What if dogs could detect not just danger, but disease, deceit, or even emotions before they manifest? The answers may change the way we live and how we trust our four-legged companions forever. From the early morning fog to the quiet hours of night, dogs carry a responsibility we cannot always see. But their vigilance, loyalty, and instincts are saving lives in ways we are only beginning to understand. Every wag, every nuzzle, every alert is a reminder that these companions are more than pets, they are life guardians, emotional anchors, and silent heroes. Let's take a closer look at what makes a dog's nose extraordinary. With up to 300 million olfactory receptors, dogs perceive a world invisible to us. They detect chemical signals, emotions, and even diseases that humans cannot sense. Their noses connect to a brain wired for memory, empathy, and rapid decision-making, making them unmatched partners in survival and care. Bella, a search and rescue dog whose nose detected a faint human scent under debris during a flood that led rescuers dig carefully while Bella stays alert, leading them to survivors. Beyond science, it's the bond that makes these feats possible. Dogs and humans communicate in ways we often overlook through scent, touch, gaze, and intuition. Each rescue, alert, or act of comfort strengthens this invisible thread of trust and empathy. In a dog's nose is not just power, it's understanding. In every sniff is a connection that transcends words, reminding us that empathy is a universal language. Scientists are uncovering secrets about dogs' olfactory abilities daily. Dogs can detect cancer, anticipate seizures, sense emotional shifts, and even smell micro-changes in the environment before disasters strike. The full extent of what a dog can do remains unknown, but each discovery pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible. Could dogs soon become partners in early disease detection, crisis prevention, and emotional therapy on a scale we can't yet imagine? The answers lie in the extraordinary world of canine senses. Next time you see a dog at your side, pause. Notice the nose twitching, the ears listening, the eyes watching. Behind those familiar expressions is a life-saving force, a silent companion, a miracle of nature. Treat them with the respect, love, and care they deserve. Remember Max, Bella, Rocky, and all the dogs we've met today. Their stories are not just tales, they are a reflection of what dogs do every day around the world. They rescue, comfort, and inspire us in ways too vast to count. If this story touched your heart, show some love for our canine heroes. Comment below your story with a dog who changed your life. Like, share, and subscribe to Triller Pictures for more unbelievable tales from the world of pets and animals. And remember, every nose has a story, and every story deserves to be heard.